All right, let's do number one. So here's my chemical equation, right? My reactants are carbon plus hydrogen makes, right, C2H4. Okay, so what do I start with, right? I'm going to write out my reactants and my products, right? I'm going to make my little T-chart that I have right here. Okay, so now I'm going to count the number of types, a number of atoms I have. So first thing I have to do is I have to write down which types of atoms I have, right? I have carbons, and I have hydrogens on both sides. Okay, remember your T-chart, it's going to look exactly the same on both sides to begin with. Now we need to count to see if we're actually balanced or not, right? So carbon on this side, since there's no number here, it's a 1. So I have 1 atom of that. Hydrogen, since I have 2 here, I have 2 hydrogens. Over here, C2, so I have 2 atoms of carbon. And I have H4, so I have 4 hydrogens. Okay, so if you look at it, my carbons are out of balance and my hydrogens are out of balance. So we got to figure out, okay, which one do we want to fix first? All right. In this case, it doesn't really matter which one you fix first. Sometimes it does. So before we fix, I like to put boxes around things. You don't have to do this if you feel confident that you're never going to change the actual recipe, right? But it gives you kind of a visual of saying you cannot change anything inside the box. All right. So from here, right, I'm going to look at it and go, okay, I have 2 carbons on this side. I've got carbon on 1 there. So I need to make this at least a 2, right? So the easy way to do that is I have to say I have 2 carbon atoms now, right? There's 2 different ways, right? I could put an H2 here to get 2 hydrogens or whatever, but I can't put a C2 here because now I'm changing this entire thing. Instead of just being an atom right here, I would be making a carbon, right, like molecule, and I don't want that, right? I just want 2 individual carbon atoms. So from here, I can cross that out and say I now have a 2, okay? But I'm still have 2 hydrogens and 4 hydrogens here, so I need to do something here. So I'm going to multiply this molecule by 2, right? Because 2 times 2, 2 times 2 would make 4. So I'm going to change this out and I get 4. So when I do that, I get 2 4s. This is a balance. So this is my balanced equation right here. So I'm going to type that up here, right? I'm going to go 2, 2, and a 1, right? And then I would just put my, and then obviously I would screenshot this and put that in there. Obviously don't screenshot mine. You're going to screenshot your writing that you put in there. Okay? All right, move on to the next one.